Guys, here you go. This is a video you requested me to do for a very long time, and this is gonna be the third video of the day. Yes, mean machine. Just felt like doing some work. It's just nothing serious or anything, but I just decided to put up my top 20 oud based fragrances. And when I talk about oud, we're talking about Agar oud. And Agar oud basically it's not the same as my other fragrance that has woody notes. There are a lot of other fragrances that are woody notes, but they're not oud. So oud is actually extracted from a very particular tree and everything. Go and do your research. What is oud? And oud is basically very Middle Eastern. So sometimes they kind of like in designer fragrance industry they do their designer version even though there is no real oud in it. They do some synthetic oud, try to put some notes that smells like oud. So in my video, what I'm gonna put is I'm gonna put all my designer, my niche, my samples, whatever I liked so far and I tried, I put them according to my liking. Some of the fragrances are honorable mentions, and many of the fragrances I'm just gonna read the names right now before I start this list. So these fragrances I've tried some, but I do not own, so I didn't put them in the list. So can be a whole new list with these fragrances. So some of them are. Let me read them. I wrote them down. As far as I remember, there are many other good ones. Tom Ford Oud, Oud, M7 Oud Absolute, Gucci Intense Oud, very good one. John Barbados Oud, Roja Dove, haven't tried any of them, but I would love to. Interlude Man has a very strong oud note in it. Lancome Oud Bouquet, M7, the legend, which I sniffed, I haven't owned. Then they have smaller companies like Yovan, they have the oud. They have Remy Latour cigar line, they have oud. They have Tobacco Oud from Tom Ford once again. I would like to try that. Then there is Abdul Samad Al Qureshi, Safari Extreme, I believe. Then I think it's that house, yes. And then Zenia's, they have this, I don't, Indonesian petulant. There's some oud line from the Zenia line. And then Al Haramain got some nice ouds. Arabian oud house, they have some nice ouds. Rasasi Buruj, I think that line, it's a golden line. Very pricey, but I think it's gonna be worth it. But I'd love to try it. If I do, I'll review it. Then thing, Mr. Faransi, I forgot his full name, but Faransi House got fragrance oil that I haven't tried, and then definitely there's Montel. So I wrote down all those just to give you some information that what is missing, what you're not gonna be saying. Okay, and another thing is, what is my inspiration of oud? I started watching Mark Rob 08 talking about oud, that how much he loves oud. Okay, and he started showing his feed in videos like what are the oud fragrances that he loves and everything. I got inspired by it. I bought kind of few ouds, but I didn't get it at first. But then slowly my love picked when the winter hit me. So oud are basically very good for winter mostly, and they are darker, richer. So you'll see when you see the whole list. It's gonna be a long video. So I hope you take your time and be patient with me, because this video, there are more than 20 fragrances. There's a lot of ties as well. So before talking any further, let me show you some honorable mentions. These are honorable mentions because they're fantastic fragrances, but to me wearable factor is another thing. If you cannot wear a fragrance, what's the point of a fragrance, right? So these fragrances I hardly reach for, but I think they're very artistic, very beautiful, bombastic fragrances. First of all is Shades Oud by Armaf. This fragrance is very hard to find now. This one I discovered in brother Nikhil's channel. He is the master of oud. If you want to know anything about oud, go to his channel. So this, I can see it's for winter. It's like, oh my god, this is like a very like a beast mode beast. And it's very sweet. It says rose, saffron, a lot of things going on. And good lord, this is fruity as hell as well. But this fragrance is just like a lion or a tiger. It's very vicious, very strong. But this one I can hardly pull. It's very very strong. Okay, Shades Oud by Armaf, first honorable mention. Second honorable mention I'm going to show you is, this fragrance was in my list for a very long time in top 10, top 20s, but now fallen from the list. This is Ferrari's Essence Oud. This is basically a rose oud combo, and it's very good. It's very good. It has a lot of excuse me, fruity notes with it, like a little bit saffron maybe, but it's very sweet, and the oud in this is very good. But it's a Ferrari fragrance, and for the Ferrari, it's unbelievable how good this is. This is better than most of them in this line. Okay, excuse me. Yeah, sorry about that. My voice was disturbing a little bit. So yes, Ferrari's Essence Oud is my second honorable mention. Very beautiful fragrance, by the way. Very long lasting as well. The last honorable mention, this fragrance is another rose, jammy rose fragrance. Okay, this fragrance is Calligraphy Rose by Aramis, and this I just got for my collection. I think this fragrance, it's amazing. It's amazing, and it colder it gets, this is beautiful to wear. So there is like oud, I think calligraphy or saffron. I think that one I have to try. But this is superb. This is beautiful jammy rose, and there's some nice oud mixed with it. So a beautiful fragrance, but very hard for me to pull. So that's why it's honorable mention. So now let's get into the list. Let's see how we do. Okay, I put the text today in this, so I don't miss out the number and I do not lose track. Number 20, let's go with an X fragrance. Yes, you heard me right. This fragrance is a hidden gem. Very inexpensive, very beautiful. It has good lasting power. You know, coming from this X line, this fragrance is called Dark Vanilla and Oud Oud. Oud Oud. This is straight up inspiration from Tom Ford Wood Oud. Okay, there's one version of Lynx, I think it's coming from the same name. But guys, if you buy this, you get a very beautiful, very similar their version of Wood Oud, and it's the cheapest you can get in the whole line. I think this is the cheapest fragrance I have, but it's no joke. There are 4 in the line. I own them all. I talked about them. This signature line, this signature gold line by X, and it's glass bottles. Okay, and these are, I believe, how many mls are these? These are like 80 or 90 mls, I think. Forgot, it's not written somewhere, but it's never mind. Whatever the juice you get, these bottles are really nice, you know. So number 20, I would like to start with X signature gold, dark vanilla, and wood oud. Okay, try this one out. Okay, that's number 20. Number 19, House of Armaf. I have to bring this. This is another rose saffron, and this is basically, I think, one of the Tom Ford fragrances. Most probably, I think it was Tom Ford Noir de Noir. Yes, Noir de Noir clone. This is Armaf Club de Nuit Intense Women. This EDP concentration. God, this fragrance is creamy. This fragrance is loud, beautiful. It's just winter time comes, I just take it out. You know, I think I have pretty much almost the bottle is full, but this fragrance I cannot pull it off in the hot weather. So basically, as you can see, the whole pattern is gonna be cold weather. So number 19, Armaf Club de Nuit Intense Women. This is not just for women, it could be very unisex, very sweet, very beautiful. It's almost gourmand like. Okay, try this out if you love rose oud combo. This is a beautiful one, very underrated. Armaf Club de Nuit Intense Women. Okay, next one I'm gonna show you is number 18. 18 is the fragrance that I started my oud game with. I think this is my second oud based fragrance after Ferrari's Essence Oud. This is from House of Jacques Bogart, another inexpensive fragrance. This fragrance, it's just, good lord, this is a beast. This has a lot more going on than their, you know, like just oud. This is their Jacques Bogart house. Basically, they are very inexpensive, but the quality they provide, the lasting power they provide, not many designer fragrance worth over $100 can provide. So this thing, for what it is, it's a sleeper. Okay, I have done reviews on this, like very early part of my channel. Check this out, one man show oud edition. This is my number 18. Okay, number 17. This is one of my newer fragrances. This has very mild oud to it. Oud is not the main player, but what this one does is it lasts a very long time. It has spicy masculine thing going leather, and then at the last stage of the dry down, you get that beautiful oud coming up. Kind of synthetic, but I really enjoy the last stage of it. Fan de Fendi Assoluto. Check this out. Check out my review on this. Very rich colored juice, beautiful bottle, discontinued, and a gem of a fragrance. Lovely stuff for nighttime. You can pull this off in a cooler summer night also. Okay, that is my number 17. Fan de Fendi Assoluto. Okay, number 16. This is a fragrance from House of Hugo Boss. Okay, Hugo Boss house, there's only one oud as far as I understand, and this fragrance is called Hugo Boss Bottled Oud. So now this fragrance, it's not your huge, I would say it's not a very huge projection beast or longevity beast, but as long as it lasts, it has the warm apple pie DNA of the original Hugo Boss bottle line. But this stuff is gorgeous. It's just lovely. It is good to go with your suit and tie, and formal occasion you can wear it. Do not wear it in the summer, by the way. It's not gonna last, and it's gonna be too spicy for that. But when the cold weather hits, it's just amazing. It's a rich apple aroma with that oud they provide. They say there's real oud in it in the box, but I don't think so. It's kind of like a synthetic oud, but I think Boss Bottle Oud is a solid choice. You can definitely try. Beautiful bottle. I think it's a golden and amber looking bottle. I love this bottle a lot. So that is number 16, I believe. Yeah, number 16. Even though I wrote those tags, I'm losing track. Okay, number 15, another gorgeous fragrance from Dolce & Gabbana. Dolce & Gabbana, the one EDP. This is the Royal Night. Okay, it's called it's exclusive edition. It was Dubai exclusive. I think I saw Mark reviewing it. I got it immediately. Blind buy. It was lovely, lovely amber, lovely. There's a date note in this. There is definitely oud in it. It's sweet. It has the one EDP DNA, but it's longer lasting than the whole rest of the line. Okay, definitely check it out. My review as well. Dolce & Gabbana, the one Royal Night or Arabian Night. I don't know what it's called. I think Royal Night exclusive edition. Okay, this is a beautiful bottle, heavy bottle. Okay, that is number 15. Okay, now moving on to number 14. There is a tie, and the tie is between two fragrances named the same. How is that possible? Yes, I'm talking about two from Rasasi house. This one is Rasasi Shura Pour Homme, and there's another one is Rasasi Shura Pour Femme. Yes, this is a much newer fragrance. It has a lot of fruits and florals going on, but there's a beautiful mild oud note to it. Check out my review on this. This is just gorgeous. I think both genders can wear it. And what can I say about Shura? Shura is just the tobacco, animalic, you know, all the devilish juice that I was talking about. This is it. This is one of my glory. I would say I love talking about this time every single time. It has the oud note also, beautiful, ashy, tobacco, fruity, a lot of this other stuff going on. It's both of these have the beautiful oud note, but very different fragrance. Okay, so that is number 14, a tie. Now number 13. Number 13 is a house of Versace. Versace's Oud Noir. This fragrance, yes, it's a little bit below in the order, down in the order, and I'll tell you why. If you see the rest of the fragrances, you'll understand. This is almost like as good as Creed's Royal Oud and Wood, somewhere in between. It has spices, it has a little bit oudy nuances, it's kind of dry, but man, this fragrance, it's epic. You know, this one will have beaten all those fragrances before it for a good reason. Okay, this is one of the best Versace house ever produced. If you sleeping on this fragrance, even if you do not like oud, give it a sniff. This fragrance a little bit pricier than the rest of the Versace, but look at the bottle, the black fade up there, it's a golden, always works. Oud is gorgeous. Okay, this one is spicy. Okay, this is very masculine. It does last long time, but at night time. Check it out, Versace's Oud Noir, number 11. Sorry, not number 11, number 13. Okay, number 12. I'm going to show you a fragrance from house of Mancera, and this fragrance, it's very beautiful, it's very long lasting, it's a beast mode fragrance. There's no doubt with that performance, but the problem with this fragrance is the wearability factor. It's kind of just very particular days. Okay, this one you can pull it out when it's rainy, it's cloudy, it's breezy, there's no sun out there. If there's sun, this fragrance is complete no. Okay, this one doesn't have that much transformation, but man, longer the time goes, you know, that fragrance, it just gets better and better on the skin. This is Mancera's Black Prestigium. Just 2 reviews on this fragrance, this baby. I think Mark should check it out. Definitely get it and then review this. I think this is a sister of one of the Montels, but I don't remember. But this is beautiful. Okay, this has, I think there is a definite oud is there. There's rose there, but there's so much more amber there, sweetness there. But it's a darkness there. It's a very dark gothic oud. Okay, I think it's great for cold weather. Okay, Black Prestigium, number 12 from the house of Mancera. Okay, now I think number 11. So I told you I do not own Amouage Interlude Man, which I really love. I think it's really a beast, but check this fragrance out. I think this is even better than Amouage. This house doesn't get so much talk, but people do not know this house. I tried Interlude Man and this side by side, this one lasts longer than Interlude Man. I keep talking about it, I just gonna get the rest of them. This Oud at Santal from the house of, this is St. Dupont. Okay, I'll write down all the names of the fragrance, you can check them out. If you're in Bangladesh, you can try out Decans from me. If you cannot find these fragrances, they're kind of on the expensive side. This is a niche fragrance, but there's incense, there is holy incense in this. You just go like whoo. Okay, and that mixes with a little bit oud, and there is, I think there is a little bit of that amber as well. There's some fruitiness to it, but it's a very beast mode fragrance. Okay, if you want to have a divine holy fragrance that smells like oud and a little bit like incense burning, check this out, Oud at Santal by St. Dupont. Alright, now we are entering up top 10. Top 10, I start with another tie. This fragrance is a big fragrance. This is one of the Jeremy's favorite fragrances, 24 Gold by Scentstory. And this fragrance you cannot wear more than 1 to 2 sprays. If you're going out, it will kill you. It is has that beautiful amber. It has a lot of these fruits. I think there's peach, whatever. There are a lot of fruits. I don't remember exactly. And if you want even a more potent version of it, I have a gift from one of my friends, brother. Oh my god, terrible. I'm talking too much. Brother Tanvir, sorry. He gifted me this perfume oil. This is actually called Sunnah Musk. And this is, you can find UK based house, I think. And let me show you the perfume bottle. Okay. It's, I think it's 3 ml or 2 ml bottle, or 3 ml, I don't know. It's pure perfume oil. Look at that color of the juice. If you see this house, if I'm just gonna put the name down, Sunnah Musk, this fragrance, check out my review on this one. Damn, this fragrance will last you forever. This is a beast, pure perfume oil. So this is much more richer and much more beautiful than the version of 24 Gold Scentstory. So check this out, this and Sunnah Musk and 24 Gold Scentstory, number 10. Okay. Now moving on to number 9. This fragrance is gonna surprise you. This fragrance climbed up before all those fragrances just for the smell. This is a fragrance I haven't reviewed. This is Albane Noble. If you see this fragrance somewhere, give it a try. Look at that bottle, guys. Just look at that. It's a gorgeous presentation, and guess what? This is not expensive at all. So price didn't determine the whole review here or the whole list. Albane Noble, number 9. Okay, let me review it and you'll see. This is actually a clone of one of the fragrances that is in top 5, and I'll let you know in a while. This is sweet, this is fruity, rich, very sweet, very beautiful, adorable fragrance that is built for women, but I think both genders can wear it. Okay, Albane Noble is my number 9. Number 8. This fragrance, easy love, easy love. This is Oud Touch by Franck Olivier. Very inexpensive clone of Oud Ispahan by Dior's Privé line. Check this fragrance out. Check out my review. Check out other people's review. You might find it a little bit harsh in the opening, but on the dry down, magic. If you love Oud, if you just love Oud, just go for this. You know, if you want to develop the taste, you want to start some at some point, try Oud Touch by Franck Olivier. That is my number 8. Number 7, big fragrance, big bottle. Kalemat Black Bar, or we call it seher kalemat. I don't have much juice left. In 200, I think this is 250 ml. I don't remember. So this is a big ass bottle. Okay, this comes in a very beautiful presentation as well. You like candy, you like vanilla, you like amber. I'm missing out a lot of notes, but this is one of the oud that is wearable. This is not offensive and it's not animalic. This is one of those modernized, westernized oud done by a, you know, Middle Eastern house or something. There's another one. I think there's another one before this. I think I forgot. I think it was just called kalemat. Okay, I don't remember. Is it kalemat? I think it was just kalemat. It was not kalemat black. Okay, so this is kalemat black. So the original kalemat is a little bit more, I heard it's more animalic, but this will last you all day and it will smell like a candy. It picks you up compliments and stuff. All right, sleeper fragrance. Okay, definitely get a big bottle if you like the smell. Okay, my number 7. This is seher kalemat by, oh my god, never mind. Okay, Arabian Oud House, I think. Yeah, Arabian Oud House. Losing track, lot of fragrances. Excuse me. All right, number 6. This fragrance house, it's Abdul Al Qureshi. This is called Makkah blend. I reviewed it right after I saw a review of Brother Nikhil. I bought it, and I think it's one of the most sophisticated, most polished and high class juice ever. I have not much juice left. I use it very gingerly. This fragrance, it has a lot more honey, chamomile, vanilla, very hint of oud there. You know, sometimes if you look for it, you won't find it. But if you really put your nose to it, you dig your nose to your skin, on your skin, you will find it. This is one of my best fragrances in my whole arsenal. Okay, but the rest of them I enjoy a little bit more. But the quality is there, the longevity is there. It's just for you to enjoy. Both genders can enjoy it. This is called Makan blend. It's actually called Makkah blend, but they changed the name to Makan blend. And I think they have very beautiful presentation as well. Check out this bottle, okay? Hand cut bottle. All right. So this is Makkah blend or Makan blend from House of Abdul Al Qureshi. All right. Moving on to next one, number 5. This is one of the fragrances. It's hauntingly beautiful. This is Rasasi house. This is called Qasamat Morhaf. Okay. This fragrance, I don't think any other reviewers have talked about it. Guys, check out my review on this. I don't want to talk so much on it because I have a few more to go. This is one of the better fragrances from House of Rasasi, one of the best fragrance from House of Rasasi. It's just beautiful. It is, every time you sniff it, it just takes you somewhere else. And the longevity, don't even ask. It's beast mode through the roofs. All right, Rasasi's Qasamat, Morhaf. Okay. Now moving on to number 4. There's a tie. These two are designer fragrances. Yeah, the 20 fragrance is gonna take some time, isn't it? And more than 20. I have a tie. Okay, both of these are dark and major players are not oud. There is the oud at the end somewhere, but I do enjoy when I sniff them. At my left hand, this is Dior Homme Parfum, and my right hand, A la Extreme by House of Lalique. So as you can understand, they're both dark and rich fragrances. This is one of my favorite most line in the whole Dior house. But what this one does is, over Dior Homme Intense, it adds some leather, very dark leather, some booze, and then there's some Agar. If you go and check out the nose breakdown, you'll see it. But it's not the major player. This fragrance lasts forever. That's one of the best, and this thing can leave a huge scent trail with one spray. Okay, this is a niche quality juice. If you do not try it yet, try Dior Homme Parfum. And A la Extreme, another. This is just a gem of a fragrance. This fragrance, it's niche quality. This one adds that inky vetiver that you get from original, the encre noire. It adds to that some woody element to it. It's sweeter, it is richer, and it's a little bit darker. Okay, so try out A la Extreme. I have very little juice left. I gotta start wearing it more. Okay, so it's inky vetiver oud. Okay, that is number 4. Oh, long list. Number 3, this is the list. This is like a father of all lists, right, in my channel. So number 3, Davidoff, Agar blend. Yes, the name actually says pretty much what this is gonna be, but it's not just Agar oud. Okay, this is my favorite in the line. I have 4. I think there's a new one coming up. I have oud, I have amber, I have leather blend, and then I have Agar blend. This is pure heaven, guys. This is just luxury. This is, women can wear it equally. It lasts forever. You can wear it even in the summer nights if it's a little bit breezy. But this one has a lot of darkness, a lot of sweetness, a lot of fruitiness, and it's a very playful take on oud. If you really want to enjoy oud in a designer, this is, I think, the niche line of the Davidoff line. But check this fragrance out. I regard it very, very highly. Number 3, Agar oud by House of Davidoff. That leads me to number 2. Number 2 is a fragrance from House of. The fragrance initially I told you, I have Albane Noble. This is a close clone to that, and this original fragrances. This is Gold Prestigium. This is a rich, fruity apple. There's a lot of apple in this ID tech. A lot of apple. It's golden. It's like golden harvest sort of apples. Okay, mixes with that beautiful oud. It's like if you really want to enjoy oud without making it stink and it's gonna last all day, and it's just gonna be like beautiful. And let me tell you, if you wear this fragrance, you're beautiful, even if you're a man or a woman. Okay, this is my number 2, Mancera Gold Prestigium. Check out my review on this. I love this fragrance. Orgasmic stuff here, right here. Gold Prestigium. And I thank Eric for introducing me to Mancera House Centrifugal Force. Kudos to you, boss. Leads me to number 1. Number 1, this is a tie, and they are both niche fragrances and do not own the full bottle. Wow, surprise, surprise. But that doesn't stop me from enjoying these fragrances, guys. I'm gonna buy these expensive niche fragrances someday, a full bottle, and I promise myself. Okay. On my right hand, you can see it's Creed. I'm gonna show you the fragrance in a while. And left is MFK. The right one is Royal Oud by Creed. Left one is Oud Satin Mood. Which one do I like more? I think probably MFK a little bit more, because this fragrance will just last you 24 hours. That's it. That additional feature itself is beautiful. And the fragrance itself, the smell of it, the sweetness of it, the blend of it, it's out of this world. I think this dude, man, Mr. Kirkjohn, he is not a human being. He's an angel for creating this and Baccarat Rouge, but this is gorgeous. Check out my take on Oud. There's also Oud Silk Mood and Oud some other moods, but Oud Satin Mood is my favorite. And then there's the slipper, Creed's Royal Oud. I have a small sample here, sorry, upside down. Okay, this is a gift from brother Fahad, his community member, friend of mine. He gifted me this because he has a full bottle. So this fragrance is not gonna find that much oud, to be precise, but the fragrance, the way it makes you feel, good lord, you know, like seriously, like if you want to find a fragrance that is masculine, you looking for that like signature scent that is gonna set you apart, it's gonna put that mood in the evening with a suit and tie. Think of a fragrance like Bois de Portugal, even I would say Viking, but it's Viking is not at this level. So I would say Bois de Portugal and this one, the Royal Oud, is in the same like same podium. All right, so try these out. You know, if you haven't tried these one out, you cannot go wrong. But this perhaps is creates one of the best fragrances ever, Royal Oud, and this is MFK's Oud Satin Mood, jointly number one. Both are samples, but they last very long time. There you go, my top 20 Oud fragrances with a lot of cheating and a very long video. No apologies for that, right? Check out some of these fragrances. If you really want to get into Oud, you cannot go wrong with any of these fragrances. That's it for me now. I'm gonna go to sleep and I'm gonna keep it for upload. Enjoy the fragrance. No, enjoy the review. Good night from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Bye bye.